Hello everybody! Welcome to Agashe Review, where I review movies, dramas that you don't want to waste your time watching. I'll give you a synopsis, shorts review, along with my thoughts and opinions. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Now let's go into the review. Hello everybody, Agashe here. So today I'm doing another Chinese drama review. The drama is called The Blessed Bride. It has a total of 24 episodes, but it is not long. Each episode is like 8 to 10 minutes only, which is wow, amazing. The first time I actually watched a drama like that, I'm like, what? Really? They're only like 10 minutes long? Are you like, at first I was like, am I watching this correctly? Or like, did it get cut off or something like that? You know, because I was watching it on YouTube, but I was like, what? Like on the actual website, like their YouTube channel, and I was like, doesn't make sense. But I did end up watching all of it and all 24 episodes. I'm not so satisfied with it. The ending and some of the stuff doesn't make sense to me, but whatever, I guess. It was just a very short web drama, I'm gonna say. But it's based off of like a kind of like a manga book or something like that. So, but I'm gonna go over the cast synopsis and their whole 24 episode with you guys. It's just very short and straightforward. So as for our cast, we have Kevin Wing as Lin Qi-yin and Amy Sung as Yu Liu Ying, and Ma Li as Lin Jing Yu, and Pang Yu as Princess Lu Xin, and Ivan Wang as Chu Hang, and Tang Xinyu as Jin Su. And there's like people, but they don't really show up. Those kind of like our main people. But as for the synopsis, Yu Lu Ying, it was a simple and playful girl before her foster or adopted brother forced her into marry Lin Qi Yi in order to spy on him for the brother. She didn't want to be a spy, but she ended up doing it so that she's gonna try to find another way to leave her controlling foster brother and move on and find freedom. On the night of the wedding, she tries to poison her bride to her groom to make it look like he had a fake death so she can leave and gain her freedom. However, on the same day, her and the groom, the real groom, had kind of like the same incentive and of the marriage, and you know, she couldn't outbeat him, and she ends up having no choice but to just kind of like stay with him for a while until she finds a chance to like run away in the future. In the meantime of doing that, they end up learning about each other, that you know, Li Qiyu is like a very thoughtful, devoted, and responsible man, while he learns that Yu Lu Ying is kind-hearted and talented, and the two eventually fall in love and resolve like a lot of things kind of going around like mysteries. So that's the synopsis, and kind of gives you kind of like the whole thing already. But recap on the whole drama. The drama starts us off with she's getting married, and she offers her newly husband some wine, and after drinking it, he falls over. And she didn't like put like poison to kill him, but it's like she temporarily puts him to sleep so she can like run away, and it makes it look like he's dead for like a couple of days. He'll wake up. But we learn that her adopted brother, or like she's adopted, her foster brother, whatever, Zhu Hang, marries her off to the Ling family in order to get revenge and kind of steal the treasure map. She doesn't want to do it, so she basically did that on the wedding night so she could run away. Well, her real groom, Lin Qi-yin, used someone to stand in his place to marry her, and he was just kind of like hanging out in his room that night, and he didn't care. So while I just call her Yu because they just call her that, she tries to escape. The wall is too high for her to jump over. She hits the wall, she doesn't make it, so she decides to escape through the doggy hole, and she gets caught by his servant, and she is mistaken as a physician because of the backpack she was carrying, and they bring her to treat the real Lin Qi, and because he just kind of like fainted or something like that. So she decided to use the same medicine that she used on the groom to put him to sleep while she runs away. Well, he ends up like not swallowing it, and he kissed her to pass the medicine on to her, so she ended up getting it and she went to sleep instead. So she wakes up and it's been like a couple days. So she's been stuck with him, and he tells her that he's been treating her because she got poisoned. Apparently she previously poisoned already, kind of like poison's been living inside of her bloodstream and everything without her knowing. And the medicine that she gave to the groom and she tried to give to Li Qin, it caused a little bit memory loss when it puts you to sleep, because you kind of go out for a few days and you kind of forget what happened. Well, she doesn't remember anything, and she doesn't know that he's the actual husband that she was supposed to marry. So he keeps his identity a secret from her and kind of keeps her around and tells her he's the physician, so he has to treat her. And he found her like interesting, entertaining, and he somewhat got drawn to her like immediately the first couple times they're together. But he's the only son to the Ling family, so his servant explained to her, he's so handsome that every girl falls in love with him, so he's not allowed to have female maid, because one went crazy in love with him and they had to like kick her out to leave. But apparently her husband has 2 concubines before her, and he doesn't have an official wife. He has concubines because he doesn't like sleep with them or touch them or get any close with them. And he made a statement out very clear to everybody, people know this, that he's gonna find the woman for him, and he's gonna fall in love. When he falls in love with them and they fall in love with each other, he's gonna send all his concubine back to the family, and he doesn't want to be with anybody, and he's going to stay married with his wife. So basically he does this for his parents of finding concubines for him, but he doesn't like care, you know, to be with them. Well, Yor is with him and telling her that she's poisoned. He's been helping her, and he's the physician. Throughout it, he falls in love with her without realizing, and he doesn't want to admit his feelings. Eventually she learns that he is her husband, and now she has to complete the mission she was sent to do in order for her to kind of like basically get freedom and escape. Her brother Zhuhang has been telling her that the Ling family has murdered her parents, and she was taken in by him, Zhuhang, and she must get revenge for her parents. So she spent her whole life like kind of like learning, studying, and trying to seek out revenge, but like now she cannot do it because like she looks at it like there's no proof of evidence that the Ling family killed my parents, besides just my brother's word against everything, you know. So she starts to fall in love with Li Qiyun, and eventually tells him the truth that her brother has sent her to marry him as a spy to get revenge. He's been knowing all along of everything and all the message she's been passing on to her brother. He was just waiting if she was ever going to tell him the truth, like come clean to him, and she does. And he's like, I don't hate you for that, I actually love you for being honest with me. So he's like really in love with her now. So as their love starts to kind of blossom, Princess Lu Xing comes into the picture now. She's the 8th prince's most favorite daughter, and has like this long time one-side crush on Li Qiyun and wanting to marry him so bad, but he doesn't see her as anything else, just a friend. Family, no feelings towards her. And with jealousy, she ends up joining hands with Zhuhang and poisoning Yor, where Zhuhang has the antidote, and it needs to be taken every month in order for her to live. If she doesn't take it, she'll slowly get weaker and she'll die. So they plot many things to put Yor in the scene to make it look like she's the bad person doing all of this behind the scene and trying to get revenge, also like that. But Li Qiyun doesn't believe that it's her, but he has to not show it, and he's like secretly investigating and trying to protect her behind the scene and stuff like that. And we learn the truth that she's poisoned, and she's been getting poisoned like slowly to kind of kill her, and she's been lying to get revenge. So Li Qiyun has to save her, but in order to do that, he has to let her go and marry Princess Lu Xing, because she said, if you want to save her, your so-called lover, you have to marry me. So she gets antidote every month, and she gets taken care of and treated. So happy to get rid of Yor. The truth gets revealed out that Yor is actually the real princess. She's the 8th prince's daughter. The 8th princess daughter. So Princess Lu Xing is actually not the princess. She's actually Chu Hong's real sister. So the whole story gets revealed out, and Yuer actually hears this when the truth gets revealed out. So Chu Hong's has like a hatred towards the Ling family and wanting to seek revenge for their family. Chu Hong decided the night his sister and the 8th prince's daughter was born, he swapped them. So he gave his sister the better life of becoming a princess, and he took the real princess and teach her to seek revenge on her own royal family. So with the truth being revealed, Princess Lucy could not accept it because there's no proof. But the proof is they both have the same birthmark. Her and Chu Hong has the same family birthmark. She locks him up and to kind of just hide all of this until her wedding goes by, because she kind of like pretty much threatens, blackmails, all stuff like that to Li Qing, that if you don't marry me and you don't call off, I'll send off your concubines and marry me right away. I'm not gonna save her. So in order to save her, marry me, live a happy life with me, ignore her, and I'll send her antidote every month so she's safe. So she locks up her real brother. Yuer learns the truth because she was dressed up as a man, like a servant man one day, and learned and heard everything. So they captured Chu Hong and locked him up. Li Qing goes to strike a deal with her with Chu Hong to save Yuer, and afterward he prepares for his wedding with the princess. But Yuer, like, she packs up her things to leave, but she's all like, if I take this to pretty much the emperor, the prince, and stuff like that, I could save all of this, So it kind of ends off of there, where she's kind of like, I'm gonna do this. And then it shows us on the wedding night, sad and no longer having Yuer by his side anymore. Li Qingyun, he's just kind of like, whatever, this is my wedding night, I'm not happy. And he tells his bride to lift her veil, as he knows it's just a princess that he was forced to marry. Well, when the bride lifts her veil, it is Yuer instead of the princess, and it ends it for us there. It just ends it for there. I'm like, is that it? Like, are we gonna get more? That's it. But I guess she went and told the truth, and the princess, honestly, all this stuff like that got revealed in the process of it, and without Li Qingyun knowing, and she becomes his bride instead. So it ends happily, they get to be together, but it leaves so many loopholes in the between where you're kind of like, what, how did this happen, what, this doesn't make sense. So I mean, if you guys are just looking for something to watch, like, it's a very cute short drama. It really is. If you combine all of it together, literally, like, each episode, it's like 24 episodes, and they're like 8 minutes long only. You're basically like spend 3 hours the most to watch it, and you're done, almost. But it's very straightforward, and it's cute, and it just goes straight to the point. But they do leave some like loopholes where you're kind of like, what did that like happen already? Did I miss something? Like, what? Like, when that happened? Like, what? I was just watching this and the episode ended, and it doesn't pick off of that. It starts up something else. So I don't know, it's weird, but it's cute. I like it. It was really adorable. But yeah, I'm like, check it out if you guys have not. It's short, it's cute. I didn't have anything to do, and I was just kind of like, like, it kept popping up on my feed, and then when I watched it, it was like, I watched the first 2 episodes. I didn't understand. I thought I was like, is the episode getting cut? But they're actually just 8 to 10 minutes long. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is good. I can actually watch it really quick before I get interrupted or something like that. So but yeah, that is The Blessed Bride. I was hoping they get us a little bit more. I think they wasted a lot of weird times and funny scenes here and there where it's kind of useless. If those were eliminated and they kind of focus on more trying to like get everything, and toward the ends where they kind of like show where she does solve everything, and then she does swap to become his bride instead, and that she is the princess, I think it would have been a little bit better. But it's alright, and it's a cute short little drama, so check it out if you guys have not. But yeah, that's it for the review of The Blessed Bride, and yeah, that's all I can say. And let me know what you guys' comments are below when you guys actually watch this. If you guys are kind of like, what, like me, or you're kind of like, oh, it's okay, I like it, it's good. Let me know. But that's it for today's drama review, and I'll see you guys next time.